Hello everyone. Well, we're back again. This is the third in a series of videos I'm doing on black skin disease, BSD. I'm Rosie, and this is my little Pomeranian Bella. You met her, you met us before. Um, anyway, before I get started on the next steps, I just wanted to say I am sorry, but I left something out in my last video. I was showing you the products that I use and the oils that I use, and I actually forgot one. Not sure how I did that because it's the one that I use mostly now, um, the night before her bath, or to clean off any gunge stuff. And I'm going to show you how I do that today. But that product is it is a it's a Matalus product. I have the oil, and I like it very much. The other two are edible, and this one is just for use on your hair, skin, whatever. But I don't think it's edible. So just try them all if they're not terribly expensive except for the Matalas, Matalas products, and I will provide a link for that. Again, I order that from the U.S. I live in Canada, by the way. So okay, let's get on with today's session. I want to go over the areas that I have been treating, and I wanted to also mention a couple of things that I didn't last time, because I am doing this only 2 times a week. For those of you who are doing it every day, if you have a naked dog or big patches, then you will want to be applying the Dermagic every day for 6-7 days, and then oil the night before the bath. The original instructions on the Dermagic says twice a day. I didn't do that. I think at one time it said 3 or 4 times a day. And Bella always did have quite a decent coat because I had got it to grow back with just using those other oils. And so I had lots of hair to deal with. So I only applied it once a day. And as you can see, it works very well once a day for her. This is if your dog has BSD. If it has some other issues, problems why it has lost its hair, then you will have to get tests, and maybe there are other methods that you can try to get hair to grow back. Anyway, so let's go on. First of all, we're going to go look at the results of my treatment down her back. As I mentioned, a lot of the BSD palms have this dark strip down their back, and Bella does. She also has this soft cottony coat, and she had that at a very young age, and so good indications your puppy is going to lose its coat in the future. Not 100%, as I say, nothing is cast in stone, but a good indication nevertheless. So I'm trying to turn her around to show you. So now I've been putting on the spray Dermagic. I shake it up and spray it on, as I said in my last video, and I do that in layers. But anyway, I wanted to show you. You can't really see this here. Um, it looks pretty good. She doesn't have any. I'm making a face. Sorry, but I make faces. Her skin is quite good looking there. It's got maybe a little dandruff, and the dermactin has made it oily, but um, for the most part, it's actually on the pinkish side more than it was before. So that has helped, I would say, in that area. And so I will continue to uh, apply the dermactin twice a week and brush it in all the way down to her rear parts here. Still looking pretty good. Now, let's see the thinner areas that she had on her little butt area. Yes, honey, you have to lie down. You're my sweet girl, Mommy. I'll rub your tummy. Just relax. No, I forgot to get that cushion. Yeah, I'm a meanie, aren't I? Mama's a meanie. You just lie there. I'll move this over. Put your little head down. Relax, relax. Yeah, that's a girl. Yeah. Now, I'm going to get rid of my face and show you her rear area. Now her tail is dark, but not bad. It's similar to her back area, but maybe a little darker in some areas. Well, I'm in here, I might as well spray a little on there. Now, as I go further along, I wish I could show you closer, but it's really hard. Now, as I come, this is quite close to her little anal area. It looks pink in parts of it, but there are also specks. So what I do, and I want to show you this now, just in case those of you that have bad cases and you're applying the dermactin or some product for a week and then are going to bathe your dog, you will want to know how I get rid of some of this, what I call this gunge. It can look quite terrible. So you want to do this now. I've heated up some oil and I use the Matsala, and I take a makeup pad. Get myself straight here. A makeup pad, you can use cotton batting. I dip it in and I rub the area. And this will clean a lot of this stuff off because some of it is just loose skin. And then in her case, oh, I'm quite pleased. Oh, wow. Cleaned off. Didn't get much on the pad, but cleaned off some of the specks, and her skin is nice and pink. So I'll go up further and see what I can gather. Clean off there. Where's your tail? There it is. Okay, as I get closer to her anal area, it is darker. You'll notice the skin has got more dark stuff and dark specks. It's not hot, is it? And as I go, I then take a clean spot of the makeup pad and I go to another section. So I do this all over her whole body, that when she's in full-blown BSD, if it is all over her whole body. There might be some areas that aren't, so I probably don't, I don't get into those, but I do clean, and just it is quite long and tedious to do this, but it really is well worth it. The skin gets oiled and cleaned off, and then when you shampoo the next day, you take all the rest of it out. Make sure that you scrub quite, gently scrub with your fingers, or go through and make sure that you get right down to their skin. And I use the other side of the pad too, so, because you can go through quite a few of these when you have a whole dog to do. So that's really all there is to it. Just go from one area to the next, clean it all. Now I'm not ready to bathe Bella quite yet, but I probably will in the next week, just because I'm doing these videos. But it doesn't hurt for me to do this small area with the oil. It's not going to cause greasiness, but on a naked dog, or a dog with with patches of bare skin, they can be quite oily. So you might have to find a little jacket or a sweater to put on for the overnight, or put them in their kennel for the night. Bella still sleeps with me, grease or not. I accept that, and I find that these oils that I use, none of them are terribly oily, but I think the Macella might soak in better. But of course, with all this coat she's got, it's not gonna be a problem. So now, and when I'm at it, I just clean her bummy area too with it. It's not gonna hurt. It's oil. It's just a nice oil. So I do that for those areas, and then the other one is, of course, like I said, her tail. And I'm not going to do her tail tonight, because then that would be kind of greasy. Well, maybe I should change my mind. I think I'm going to try it. I'm just gonna do and see how how because it's always a little darker than, and I don't know if that's the black skin or that's just because of the pigment in her tail. I got a little stuff comes off, not a lot. But it'll keep her tail nice and supple. And it takes a while though for the hair to grow. It could be weeks, more than a month. You might see a little bit of fuzz. If you got good eyes, or get a magnifying glass out. I hope you get something from this. Uh, I will. I think it's time we'll say goodbye. And once again, uh, you guys have a nice evening, and hug your palms for me. We all love them, right? Yeah, Bella's saying goodbye too. See ya. Bye now. That's my girl. Yeah. Bye.